Seal here. I'm excited to take you beautiful ladies through a short workout. And these exercises are all pregnancy safe. As always, listen to your body. If a movement just isn't feeling right for you today, just skip it and wait for the next one. If you have any questions about any of the work exercises, please don't hesitate to ask. And of course, anything that's great for pregnancy is also usually typically really good early postpartum and beyond. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. And today I'm going to use the edge of my couch here because it's a great little added piece that we can do a little bit more movement, especially during pregnancy. Great. And because we're all at home. Okay, so what I want you to do is we're gonna start way back. And for those of you that are in the third trimester of your pregnancy, I want you to open your knees up a little bit wider. These can feel really, really good on your back, helping you to activate the deep layers of your core. If you need an extra mat or a towel, go ahead and grab that so that it doesn't bother your knees, okay? And then you're gonna put your hands out on your couch. And you're gonna let your hips go way back. And give yourself some space here, ladies. This is really important to feel some nice space. I want you're not just hanging out here, okay? We wanna have a light core connection, reaching long through our arms, but we're not up into our shoulders, right then. Our shoulders are not into our ears. We wanna kind of wrap that mid-back. Then from here, ladies, take a deep breath all the way down into your low back and your pelvis. And I want you to think about lightly drawing your pelvic floor together and up and hugging your baby and starting to round your spine and round all the way up so we get a nice opening, and try your best to see what kind of movement you can get in your lower back, right? The farther along you are in your pregnancy, you may have less range of motion, but it is possible to keep some mobility in our lower back. Then as you come out of that, bring your head up out of your chest. Feel like you're wrapping around those shoulder blades, keeping a little bit of a connection through your core and your mid-back. We're gonna do it again. Exhale, pelvic tilt. Start to kind of round that spine. Just take your time on these. The slower you go, the more time you get to articulate and move your spine. Let your head hang. And then inhale, bring your head up out of your chest. Good. Feel this nice spreading back here between those sisters. You got a light activation of the hamstrings and glutes, but we feel some nice spreading. This can help to rebalance our sacrum. Let's do one more of those. Exhale. Nice little tilt and around. And from there, okay, lengthen on out, and then we can go ahead and come on up. Okay, so we're gonna sit on the edge of our couch, and we're gonna do some reverse planks here. So again, if this bothers you at all, just sit it out and wait, but I want you to try them. Okay, so we're gonna do definitely the modified version where you're gonna sit pretty close to your couch. You're gonna really press up out of your head, up out of your chest. So we're squeezing the back of those arms, lightly drawing those shoulder blades together. And then from here, wiggle those toes. I love working out barefoot. It's so great, especially when you're in your house, okay? Get more tactile feedback of what's going on. So again, if you're in your third trimester, you may want to take your feet a little bit wider. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna do that little pelvic tilt. So we're activating the deep layers of our core. You're pressing your feet into the ground, and you're gonna open up that chest. And again, if you need to adjust, take your feet out a little bit. Like, I want you to make this work for you, what feels best for you. Really lift, and then go ahead and lower those hips back down. If you need a break, just sit on the couch, give yourself a little break. I'm gonna do two more here. Exhale, little pelvic tilt, okay? So we're giving your baby a nice little hug, and of course, for those of you that have already had your little one and you're postpartum, this is a great way to get that mid-back stronger and open up that chest. Good, and then lower on down. Wiggle those toes a little bit, push those feet into the ground, do a little pelvic tilt, and open up across your chest. Good, and then go ahead, come on down, have a seat. Let's do a little like opening of those arms. So bring those arms out, just do a little circle back and forth. Good, let's maybe like grab one elbow with one fist and the opposite. And you're gonna give yourself just a little stretch forward of that mid-back, and then open that chest, and then kind of press your elbows into your hands. So great way to get a good deep mid-back stretch. But then lift and grow tall. Do it one more time. And press, and then lift and grow tall. So from here, let's go ahead and we're gonna come down to our mat, do some sideline leg reaches. And we'll go this direction so we don't run into the couch. Good, and so for these, what I want you to do is really think about wrapping and opening the hips. Now, I will show a modification really quick. If this is too much to get you into this position, then just go and lay on down, and you're gonna do the same exact leg movement, but we're just gonna do it down here on our mat, okay? So for those of you that can come all the way up though, I really want you to try it because this is great because we get to add the little extra upper body movement. It's a little bit more work, which is awesome. So wrap around this lower hip. We want to open here. So great way to get an active opening of the hips. Reach through that top leg, arm is up, open back towards that wall behind you. Exhale, we're gonna initiate pelvic floor, lower belly. You're gonna round that spine, round forward, and inhale, open up and back. Exhale, round that spine in, and inhale, open out and back. So we're gonna reach through those arms. So those top arms, I'm reaching through my fingertips. I know you can't see them, they're cut off. Exhale, round in, and open. Let's do 2 more on this side. Last one. Try to move that spine whenever you can, open up. And then from here, we're gonna lower this leg, top leg down, and we're gonna reach out and lift for 5. Lower it down. Good, 3 more. You're always welcome to do more. Good, here's your last one. And release. Okay, let's come on down and we're gonna switch over to the other side. So again, if this just doesn't feel great on that hip, then I want you to just lay on down onto your mat. Okay, so top leg is out, top arm is up. I want you to reach back, give yourself opening, and then exhale, you're connecting up, pelvic floor, rounding that spine in. Elbow and knee do not have to touch, especially if you're in your 3rd trimester. Open back, exhale, round that spine in, inhale, and open back. Good, last 2 here, take your time. Opening, get that nice open up across that chest. Good, and then last one here, reach, and then we're gonna bring our arm down and we're gonna lower that leg and reach out and lift for 5. Really thinking about keeping those hips nice and strong. Last 2, and last one. Give yourself a little release here. And from here, we're gonna go on all 4s. So again, if you need any extra padding on your knees, just double up your mat, grab a towel. There's a spider on my mat. Go away, spider. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go on all 4s. So we're gonna work that upper back a little bit more, which we have to get more creative, especially as pregnancy progresses, right? So to start with, what we're gonna do, we're gonna extend the left leg out. Make sure you can kind of square up and stabilize here. Then we're gonna take our right arm out to the side. So we're getting a little bit of opposition rotation. The rotation's coming from your mid-back. And then we're gonna exhale, round, bringing your elbow and knee towards each other, pressing your back towards the ceiling. Now, if you can touch your elbow and knee, great. If you can't, not a problem at all. Lift and rotate, exhale, and open back up. Reach and rotate. Let's do 3 more. Okay, here's your last one. Reach out, give yourself that little bit of rotation, and then let's switch sides. Okay, let's extend that right leg out. Left arm comes up, feeling a little rotation in your upper back. Exhale, initiate your core as you round elbow and knee towards each other, and then inhale, open out and back. Good, you should never feel any stress or tension in your back because we're growing taller, lifting it up out of our low back, using those deep layers of our core to help us move. Good, take your time through these. Last 3. Okay, here's your last one. Open out. Release. Okay, I've got one last exercise I want you all to do now, but it has 2 options. So I'm going to show the modification first, because if you're not comfortable laying on your back at all, you'll definitely want to stick with this modification, which is going to be very similar to pretty much the first exercise we did, but it's going to feel different now that you've done some movement. So hands are out on that couch. Try to take your knees maybe a little wider here, and keep your booty up a little bit higher. Before I had you sitting down a little bit more. And I want you to find some more space, okay? And then I want you to exhale, round that spine, and inhale, open back up. So we're gonna be doing a similar movement. Good, now if you keep doing that, unless you're comfortable on your back, now I'm gonna just preface this, okay ladies? So even towards that middle, even a little farther in your pregnancy. What I'm gonna do is you're gonna go onto your back, but we're gonna roll up into a hip roll. Once your hips are up, that's actually a better position than just being flat on your back. And for professionally, what I find with all of my moms is that usually we're pretty good, unless of course your doctor's told you not to do in this position. But I find that so many women, this is so great for your pelvic floor, so great to help to keep articulation of your spine and keep those hamstrings and glutes strong. So I feel like the benefit is really amazing as long as you feel fine and your doctor has told you that it's okay for you to be on your back a little bit, right? So you're gonna be flat on your back for like 2 seconds. That's it, okay? So in order to get into this position, you know, and obviously any of you that are postpartum and beyond, this is a perfect exercise for you. So we always want to, though, ladies, when we're getting on our back when you're pregnant, and even early postpartum until we start to heal our deep core, is we want to get pretty close to that couch. And you're going to go onto your side, and then you're going to roll to your back, okay? Then if you've got a towel or a ball, you can use that. So what we're doing here is then from here, you're going to articulate rolling up one vertebrae at a time. So once you get up to this position and it feels fine for you, this is a great position to give your pelvic floor a little release. Okay, we've got gravity just kind of pulling it in and together. So it could be a great opportunity for you to start to really feel some deeper core connections. Then what I want you to do is you're going to lower your booty, squeeze the ball, and lift. And as you exhale, you're lightly giving your baby a nice little hug. We're drawing that pelvic floor together and in, getting that opposition of gravity, lower and lift. And of course, you might be pretty low with your booty. It doesn't have to go really high. I want you to feel like you can feel light wrapping around your ribs. Good. Let's do another 5. If at any time it doesn't feel great, go ahead and just roll on down and roll to your side. But for those of you that can, this is really good to keep articulation of your spine, activate the deep layers of your core, and it's a great way to work the inner thighs without being too aggressive. Good, now from here you want to slowly articulate, roll down one vertebrae at a time, as much mobility as you can, core lightly on, and then from here, ladies, you're going to roll to your side, use your core to help bring your body up, okay? And again, if that's not for you today, then do the one that I did before where you're going to have your hands on the couch. Because you're still getting to work the deep layers of your core, we're still getting to get that articulation of our spine, and it's really good to also weave that in, so we're getting that mobility through our pelvis and also working to release and relax through our pelvic floor. Okay, so reach out if any of you have any questions. I hope this was a great way to get you moving a little bit today. If you're looking for more, we have our Knocked Up Fitness prenatal membership, which offers so many options for workouts. Some like this, some are, you know, we have higher intensity ones, we have ones that are less. We have a lot, I'm big on education, ladies, and helping you prepare for the rest of your pregnancy as well as preparation for birth in postpartum recovery, because it's all interconnected. And we do a lot with teaching you about your pelvic floor and your deep core, how to become more connected, but also the importance of releasing and relaxing so that our mamas are able to better prepare themselves for vaginal birth, so that you're minimizing your chances of tearing during a vaginal birth. And for anyone that's planning a cesarean birth, that's great too, because you're working on learning how to connect deeper through the fascia of not only your entire body, but specifically through your core. So we find a lot of our moms who do have cesarean births, the recovery is much quicker and much smoother and easier because they're able to recover from that surgery so much more efficiently, right? It's about preparing our body. Knowledge is power. So thank you all so much for joining me today. Again, my team and I are here for all of you. So if you have any questions at all, just reach out. But I'm gonna really encourage you all, keep moving, keep active, because it's so good for helping to keep your stress low, your worry low, be present, and yeah, have a wonderful afternoon.